Oasis Audio presents Myrna Loy, Being and Becoming, by James Kotsilibas-Davis and Myrna Loy. Read for you by Holly Palance. Preface. January 15th, 1985. A hairdresser and a makeup man follow Myrna Loy around her Manhattan penthouse, preparing the 79-year-old star to be honored at Carnegie Hall tonight. I'm relieved that experts are in tow. When Myrna does her own hair and makeup, she adds 20 years to features relatively unscathed by the rigors of 8 decades. Such things were done for her for so long, she just never developed the knack. She is obviously excited as the final hour approaches, although her enthusiasm has been guarded until now. "It's about time," she snapped privately, when the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences announced its tribute. She was not ungrateful. She was not bowled over either. After all, the woman whom the New York Times 2 days ago called the most modern actress of her generation has never even been nominated for the Academy's Oscar. She always made acting look too easy. "I don't know any other actress who has the wit that Myrna Loy has," George Cukor told me. "The kind of wit that amuses me. Underplayed, suggested, very, very subtle. The whole look of her is witty and wise. But beneath all this, there's a kind of humanity and tenderness. She has something in that lovely face, something about her that touches your heart." Having repeatedly overlooked these qualities, the Academy is making amends, sort of. It is throwing this big all-star gala to honor Myrna Loy and raise money for itself. It is not, however, presenting her with a coveted special Oscar before the vast millions who will view the televised Academy Awards ceremony in March. Such subtleties escape Myrna, who must be the least aggressive, most unpremeditative person to achieve major stardom within the Hollywood studio system. She is pleased that the proceeds of her tribute will benefit the Academy Foundation's education and film preservation programs. She has agreed to appear, although recovering from illness, mainly because she considers them good causes. This is typical of Myrna Loy. She does not see the world as a vehicle for herself. She seldom asks for favors, seldom makes demands of anyone but herself. I once asked her why, during her Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer heyday, she had never stipulated that Adrian design all of her clothes, as Crawford, Shearer, and Garbo had. "Dolly Tree was better for me," she replied. "Besides, I wasn't in a position to make such demands." As a matter of fact, she was the studio's top female star at the time, the only one of those ladies consistently making the top 10 box office lists in the late 30s. No other actress touched post-Depression Americans the way she did. "There ought to be a law against any man who doesn't marry Myrna Loy," declared young Jimmy Stewart in 1937. Every man wanted to marry her. Every woman wanted to be her. Not that Myrna is a Pollyanna. She knows her way around. She will not allow herself to be compromised. Joseph L. Mankiewicz must be recalling all the scripts she resolutely returned to him when he observes at Carnegie Hall, "Myrna Loy has a smile that automatically changes the subject." Robert Mitchum, who flew in from Hollywood for the tribute, recalls her pragmatism during an ill-conceived shoot for The Red Pony. "She told me not to worry. She had contract right of approval over every publicity shot. Myrna just said, 'If the studio wants to waste all that money, let them,' and killed every picture in that $20,000 shoot." She has always been aware of a star's prerogatives, but belaboring them seems trivial to the daughter of pioneer cattlemen and legislators. Something basic, something involving courage and decency and modesty, is ingrained from a childhood spent in the sprawling Montana valley settled by her Welsh grandparents. Her battles are not fought merely for herself. Her accomplishments are not measured by outward shows. Self-interest and ostentation embarrass her. During a visit to Hollywood in preparation for this book, we made a side trip to Montana. She had a
Sample complete. Ready to continue?